Greetings everybody, you're watching the Peace Security channel, and today we'll be taking a look at Emsisoft Anti Malware version 9 beta. Now, if you've been following my channel for quite a while, you probably know that Emsisoft is one of my favorite anti-malware products. It has done very well in previous tests, so we'll be looking forward to reviewing version 9 when it comes out, but at the moment it's in beta stage, and one of the main differences between this and the previous version is the user interface. So this company as well, Emsisoft, have gone with the Windows 8 friendly user interface, and honestly I don't hate this user interface as much as I hate the other anti-malware companies that have switched to this kind of format. The color scheme looks pretty decent, it's not too flashy, things are well organized, and the core of the user interface, the functionality is still there. So if you want, you can still get the advanced settings and everything. So this has obviously been the major change. Apart from that, they do promise better detection and removal process, especially for 64-bit systems, but I'm not exactly sure as to how that would translate into real-world performance. I'm sure we'll be able to know a lot more once the final version comes out, but for the moment I'll just give it a brief or short prevention test just for demonstration purposes, but later on I'll be giving it the full review treatment. So for the moment our focus will be the user interface and probably the performance. So as I said, this is not too bad. Honestly, it still seems to be a bit of a downgrade for me because I really like the old user interface, but this is not too much different. I guess it's okay. So here you've got the protection, the application rules, the surf protection, file guard, and behavior blocker. So you have all the functionality over here, and just the organization is a little bit different. I'm not necessarily saying that this is an improvement, but I'm just trying to emphasize that it's not much of a downgrade either. So my thoughts are pretty much neutral on the user interface. I don't really like this change personally, but I guess it's okay. It's not too much of a problem either. So I'm kind of neutral about this new user interface. I'm just happy that they've kept the functionality, and I don't necessarily hate the color scheme. Now, one of the major issues with this user interface is the lack of resize ability, because this is pretty bulky if you look at this window, and I would like to make it smaller, but for some reason at the moment, remember this is still a beta, but at the moment we cannot resize this main user interface, and that is a big concern for me. But I'm sure in the final version this issue will probably be fixed. Now, as for the settings, we still have real-time protection, self-protection, and most of the other features. No major new features have been included in this version. Neither has anything been removed, so you'll probably get what you're expecting: very good signatures and a decent behavioral blocker, and that's what this product is well known for. So these are all the features and the basic user interface, which hasn't changed. The features haven't really changed, it's just the skin that's changed. But so we can probably expect identical results as compared to the previous version in our link test. But before we get on to that, I just want to check how high the memory usage for this thing is. So at the moment the background guard is taking only 0.4 megabytes. That's impressive, but this process is taking 100.7 megabytes, and I think that stays constant. It's probably loading the signatures in memory, Emsisoft protection, and I'm pretty sure it's holding the signatures in memory. Otherwise this thing would either change or be less, because 100.7 megabytes is pretty high. And this seems to be a huge downgrade from the previous version, where you had a varying memory between something like 20 megabytes to probably about 50 to 60 megabytes. But 100 seems to be pretty high. And I know some other products that also have high memory usage, but Emsisoft was lighter previously. So I really hope that they bring it down again when it comes to the final version. Let's not jump to conclusions, of course. This is a beta, and we'll probably have improvements in that direction. But for the moment, the memory usage is pretty high. So let's just visit some malicious websites. I don't have too many. It was pretty hard to collect zero-day malware today, so I'll just have this test run of 6 websites, and we shall see how Emsisoft blocks them. Now the first one is blocked by their web blocking service. That's great. So we didn't even have to visit the malware website. Second one's a zip file, and once again the website is blocked. That's impressive. Generally don't see zip file websites being blocked. Let's see if the third one's blocked. Oh yeah, third one's blocked as well. So very strong start by Emsisoft, as probably one would expect. Once again, this was probably an easy one. Probably detection rate of over 40. This one's also blocked. That's great. And now down to the last link. Let's see if this one manages to somehow get through their guards. No, no way. So 6 out of 6 for the web blocker itself. That's a very impressive result, and as usual, Emsisoft seems to be right on top when it comes to detecting websites and files with its signatures. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little demo and review. I know it's not my regular complete review where I tested against lots of files and lots of links, but this is just for a basic idea. This is the beta product. I assure you that when the final version comes out, we'll be testing this product as thoroughly as possible. So thanks for tuning in and watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment, rate, and subscribe as usual. And I'll see you guys in the next Peace Security channel video.